everyone, it's Donna here, and today I have another journal to show you. This was a custom journal for someone, so it is already sold, but if by some chance that it wasn't what she was looking for, then it will be for sale, and the description box will have purchase information. But this is a custom order. I'm calling this one Trees, and you'll see why in just a minute. That was part of the custom request. It measures 5 inches by 7 inches, and it has an 1.5 inch soft spine. And I tried something different this time. I've never made a cover like this. I saw Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures do this cover. She had a tutorial on this cover, and I wanted to try it, and I kind of like it. I like the way it feels. It opens up really nicely, more flat than a typical journal. The front has been covered with matte medium to protect the images, and there's a map and a mushroom. It just has a muslin tie with a couple of beads on the end. They can be adjusted in length if need be. There are 3 signatures, and there's lots of laces and things coming off of the edge. There's some charms. There's an acorn, a dragonfly, or a pine cone, and a little flower down here. So the theme of this one is trees, wildflowers, and butterflies. But the majority of it is trees. So there's a beautiful picture of trees, a tree on the cover. I used a book. Most of the images in here are from a book on wild Florida. So a lot of the trees are native to Florida. You can see the front is the front hard covers are stitched onto the to the fabric. There's a label in the front for excuse me, coffee, for what the journal is about. Scrapbooking paper with some pretty lace along the edge, and there's the acorn charm. Fussy cut flower from one of my flower books. Just some coffee stained paper with a little collage down at the bottom, and a lace tab. Pocket page with some more lace there, and here's a journaling card with a silhouette of a tree and the definition of tree up here, and a couple of little tags that I made. This is just there's the image of a bird's nest in there, and then this is see-through, and that's a flower from my backyard, and a fabric tab. Excuse me. Just a print of a wildflower down here. Here's the fortune cookie that's in this journal. For those of you who are new to my channel, every journal I make, I call it a fortune cookie. Inside of it is a fortune from, it's a little envelope, fortune from a book that I purchased a while back with all fortunes. So I just reach into my bag and I grab one, I put it in here, I don't even look at it. Collage of some wildflowers there, one of my botanical books, and some lace here. This is just a piece of the painter's masking paper with a fabric stitched piece on the side, and some stenciling. Oops. More stenciling there. Here's a tree image with a quote. It says, "It's a great thing to do little things well." And inside each signature is a 2-page spread of a tree, an image with trees, And there's a quote in here, "It's the little things that make life big." And then all of this ties inside the signatures have little butterflies at the bottom of them. Back side of the tree image. Botanical book that I just put a big butterfly, fussy cut butterfly on, and a linen tab. Here's a 2-page tuck, or 2-pocket tuck, and this one has a journaling card, and this swivels, and underneath it says "Dream" and journaling. And then the back one is an image from one of the internet sites that I go to, and just fabric at the top of that. This is an image from one of my botanical books, and it flips open, and there's a pocket in here where you can tuck something into, and just a butterfly stamp down there, or a sticker rather. Just a little collage at the top of this, page for journaling. And another image from one of the internet books that I go to. You can journal on the back. And there's a tuck spot here with the dragonfly attached to it. And there's a little piece of lace, and on top of it, "Start each day with a grateful heart" is a quote at the bottom here. This is a flip out. On the front is a pocket, or a window with a butterfly behind it. This idea I got from Angela Kerr, from one of her tutorials, and there's a fussy cut flower there. This flips open. These flip up. That flips and that flips. We've got some collages at the bottom here, and these 3 images, if you put them together, they make one whole. They were taken from one image, cut into 3 to make tags. And there's journaling spot on the box, on the back. And this paper is one of my scans of my vintage postcards. So that flips, these flip down, and that flips over. And I have a paper clip just holding it closed, and that flips in. And reinforced with some fabric on the edge. This is a scrapbook page. The second signature starts with some lace on the edge, and there's the acorn. Image fussy cut from one of my botanical books. Some ledger paper with a lace tab on it. Here's a butterfly, and I put a little swirly path where he was flying. Just a collage tab here, and this is a paper bag in this one. And inside the flap of this paper bag is a little booklet that I made from I think that's an Edith Holden page with a butterfly and a little label, and just some miscellaneous papers from my little scraps of paper, and a mushroom on the back. So that tucks into the pocket there. Tree image with lace, beautiful lace on the edge. More trees. Some handmade paper, kind of like mulberry paper, with that leaf trim going up it that's stitched on. More trees, and the definition of woodland from Tracy Fox. Inside of this middle spread is another image in Florida. This one has palm trees in it, and a quote that says, "It is good to have an end to journey towards, but it is the journey that matters in the end." Lee Guin. And this is from the Apalachicola National Forest here in Florida. More trees with a little collage down here and a definition of tree. I didn't realize I put that in two different places. There's the back side of that mulberry paper with a lace tab. Another tree image with vintage lace on it. Here's the back side of that envelope, and I just did a collage here. This is the first time I've used that die. I've had it for years and I've never used it. So I did silhouette of these pine trees. And inside of the large pocket, you can put all kinds of stuff in there. I have another booklet with trees on the front. And a quote inside is, "He has achieved success who has worked well, laughed often, and loved much." And then just little scraps of different types of paper, mostly coffee dyed. And more trees on the back. That tucks up in there. You can journal on the back of the bag. I drew some lines for journaling. There's a little tall tag in this vellum embossed envelope here with a bird on what looks like wheat. You can journal on the back. And then that flips out for more journaling there. Little collage down here with a butterfly and a mushroom and one of my die cuts. This is inspired by Tracy Fox and her slide specimen collection, I think it's called. She did kind of a tutorial on it, and I just followed that tutorial but used the scrapbooking paper and a die to cut my own, make my own version of it with a Tracy Fox label at the top, or I don't know. No, that might be Tim Holtz. I think that's Tim Holtz from the Field Notes collection. That's a Tracy Fox label, and so is that. And it just flips open. That's the back side of the second signature. The first page is scrapbooking paper with pretty lace. A fussy cut flower from one of my botanical books. This one I think was from the Women of Flowers. A pocket, library pocket with a tag in it. And this is one of the images from the internet books that I use all the time. Some little butterflies on the back of that. The back side is a big collage, definition of horticulture, and this actually is a tuck spot. You can tuck some secret journaling in there. Nobody will ever know. Here's the piano roll paper with a fabric tab. On the other side of that is another tuck spot made from just a paper bag that goes all the way across to the other side. You'll see the other half of that in a minute with a collage. And this is also a tuck spot. I left some of the tuck spots open and pockets open for the owner of this to put their own things in it. Just a little tuck spot down here, botanical page, a couple of little journaling tags. Here's another one of the dies that I used. And just part of an applique up there. This is a altered envelope. There's a collage on here, and you can see in the window is a waterfall, and it just showed perfectly through that spot in the window with a little collage of some labels up there. Behind the envelope is another tuck spot with another tag with a die cut. And then this flips open. There's a space for journaling up here. And another tuck spot. Here's an image of a river with trees along it. And a couple of little journaling tags in there. I think this one is Mrs. Cog. Coffee dyed paper with just some scrap of a doily running and stitched down it. I did kind of a curvy stitch. Another tree page with some die cuts. And the center of this signature is a beach scene here in Florida with trees along the beach. And the quote says, "Growing older can be a wonderful adventure if you remember that the important word is growing." And of course there are little butterflies at the bottom of the center ties. Another tree image with a little collage in the corner. There's a tree image along the edge of this one. It flips open for lots of journaling space. And just a little collage with a die cut on the edge there. Little collage down here with some flowers and butterflies. Botanical book with a lace tab, and there's a flower charm on the lace tab. On the back side is a glassine envelope with a fussy cut flower on it, and inside of it is a tag. I believe this was the packaging from one of the Tim Holtz packages. I think it was, this might be the field notes, if I'm not mistaken. On the back is a calendar from 1886. So don't throw your packaging away. This is the back side of that piano roll paper with another collage and a pocket there. Piano roll. This is just a dictionary page with napkin collaged onto it, or decoupaged onto it. And on the back side of this is a dictionary page. It has a definition of tree, and it's highlighted so it stands out. This is another fold out. Actually, there is a pocket back here where you can tuck something in there if you want. I didn't put anything in there. It opens up and you've got a little journaling card here tucked in there, and a little collage, and another library catalog card that was collaged on the front. You can journal on the back. And I just have a paper clip to kind of hold that closed. And the back side of the last signature is the back side of that scrapbook paper. There's a pocket, a lace pocket in the back. There's my handmade by label, and just a couple of pieces of paper, the extra paper for either journaling, or you can use to cover up any of the, if you wanted to have more space for journaling, you can cover up any of the pages. And there's the back side with a map in a big old mushroom. So that's my trees journal. I hope you like it. It was quite a challenge at first. At first I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I kind of challenged myself, said, yes, you can do this, Donna. You can find images of trees. They're everywhere. And luckily I had a book that had lots of them in it, so I hope the recipient likes this. And that's all I have for today. I will see you this weekend for some bling. So I also wanted to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. I have a lot of new subscribers, and I really appreciate you coming to my channel and showing me some support. And I hope you find my videos helpful, and you find some things that you like to use in your own journals. So thank you to everybody, all my subscribers, old and new. I really appreciate all of you. And that's it for today. Bye for now.